The frame came about by in 2009 or 10. So it was United's 5th year anniversary, and we had the chance to do a collaboration frame. The frame came about because United didn't have, or no one had a conventional, what I'd consider a BMX frame. Most companies had stopped making them for a steep head angle, short back end. Most had a low standover height and a high bottom bracket. And the people that I was riding with and the stuff we were riding those frames didn't cater for that style of riding. We wanted a frame that basically replicated a T1 or an old FBM. And that's how this frame, the geometry came about for this frame is almost the same as the T1 barcode from the 90s. Okay, so the first version was this version, which came out in 2011. And this has the brakes at the top. The standover was tall for the time of when it came out in 2011. Like I say, most of the frames they was doing this thing when they were all really low. And the back end on here is 1375, which was real long for that time, but now not so much. Bottom bracket height is 11.5. And it was originally just called a collab frame, and this turned into the prime mover on the second version, but it's essentially the same frame. So this was the first version, and this was made to basically go up in the air. The head angle is 74.5. Most at that point were 75.5. And the top tube sizes started at 21, which was also for a starting point was a long top tube, and I think they came in 21.25 and a 21.5 to start with, which was really long for the time. And it was basically built for trails, park, bowls, and a little bit of BMX orientated street, not really the sort of plastic peg type of street that people were doing at the time. And there's King Diamond, just because he's fucking cool. The collaboration frame ran for about 2 or 3 years, and then we relaunched it as the Prime Mover, which is, as I say, the same frame, but we just called it a different name, basically. This is the collaboration with Tom Hooper, a well-known tattooist who rides BMX. It's a stencil wrap. And that was the second version, slightly different head tube, no gyro holes, and I think that's the only difference, and that was in 2015 or 2016. What year was that? 2015, so that's when it changed to the Prime Mover and it had the Skeletor graphic, and that's that version.
Brilliant.
And the Skeletor graphic. This is the most fucking offensive shit ever in today's world. Well, the name came about from this band here, 80s sleaze rock act, Zodiac Mind Warp, and they had a hit song called Prime Mover, and basically that's what you was going to do on this frame. You was going to be a prime mover, so that's why the name ended up being Prime Mover. So that's the band to check if you want to look at them on YouTube. So yeah, then we moved on to V2, which came out in 2020. What a good year. And this is V2. The slight changes on this one is the bottom bracket went down to 1.35. They got an invest cast dropout, which is what all United frames have at the minute. And the brakes moved down to the chainstays. And this is V3, and the only thing that's changed is chainstay welded mounts. There's two types of people, good people and bastards. Nothing else comes into it.